How do you clean the ovens in an apartment complex? Do you use the self-cleaning cycle or do you use an oven cleaner in a spray? That's a great question, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by SavvyCleaner.com. That's a training program designed for house cleaners and maids. And over the last couple of years, we've been creating this amazing program for employers and their employees. It trains you how to clean. And so it's a really fascinating program that I'm so excited about. And we've been doing lots of beta tests on it. We've been revamping and revising it so that we can make it better for you. Anyway, we're about to release the next portion of it, and I am so excited. I'm on pins and needles. Anyway, so stay tuned and listen for that because we're about to make some big announcements. All right, SavvyCleaner.com. All right, on to today's show, which is a question from a new house cleaner named Tina. And here's what she asks.
Hi, Angela. My name is Tina Dillon, and I recently opened a cleaning service. We just recently started working for an apartment complex in which all of their apartments have self-cleaning ovens, and the manager wants us to do those ovens. A loss of how to do that because they're self-cleaning. We definitely don't want to turn them on while we're in there. It's so time-consuming. We just don't know which way to go. She claims that the previous cleaning company always cleaned the ovens, and I'm not sure how all this worked. Any of your advice would be great. Thank you so much, Angela.
All right, that's an excellent question, and it's all about time management. How do you want to manage your time in order to get the ovens done? Now, if the property manager has recommended that you do the self-cleaning oven, I would have her sign a waiver saying that you're not responsible if the place burns down. It sounds funny, I know, but trust me, it's a great waiver to have on file. If she signs that, then what you want to do is you want to manage your time so that when you approach the complex, and I don't have enough information to know if people live in the house or if they're vacant, move-in, move-outs, end-of-tenant cleans. If it's an end-of-tenant clean and nobody's living there, you can drop by 3 different units, turn all the ovens on the self-cleaning cycle, and then start on one unit and clean. After the oven cycle is processed, it should cut off automatically. When it cuts off automatically, everything that's on the inside of the oven will turn to ash, and it will fall to the bottom of the oven. When you get to the unit to clean that particular unit, you have an option of then just vacuuming out that ash at the bottom of the self-cleaning cycle, wiping the inside of the oven down, and you're good. So you talked about time consuming. The time consuming is the baking part where the oven itself heats up and it burns all the gobbledygook off the sides of the oven walls and it turns it into ash. That's what takes the most amount of time. So if you're cleaning an apartment unit and you don't have 3 or 4 hours, which is about how long it takes to do the self-cleaning cycle, you want to do that at the top of the day. Then, when you get to each of those 3 or 4 units, that will already be done and you can simply vacuum that out and you're done. The first house you start on, let's say that it only takes you 2 hours to clean. So the oven cycle will go for 4 hours, but you started it at the top of the day. Then you go clean unit number 2 and then clean maybe unit number 3 and then come back and do just the oven on unit number 1. Does that make sense? So with permission of the property manager, you do want to use the self-cleaning oven cycle if she authorizes it. Because if you have to use a spray, each of those ovens could take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. And now you're talking about a whole lot more time that you haven't planned on or prepared for. So if you have a choice and you feel that it's safe and you feel that the cabinets are not too close to the oven, I would recommend using the self-cleaning oven because they were designed to clean themselves. Now, just because we've had bad experiences with them, and some people have not, some people have used them their whole lives with no problems. But just because some of us have had bad problems with them, we do get a customer or homeowner or a property manager to sign a waiver saying they prefer that we use the self-cleaning cycle. That waives us of all liability. And so in the event that something does catch fire or something goes awry, or there's an electrical short and the oven shoots out and it's no good anymore, they will replace that and you're off the hook. So as long as they sign that waiver, you're good to go. And then, like I say, it's just a time management issue. So it sounds like you've got this. So I'm super excited. Keep me posted. Let me know how it goes. If you found the tip helpful, please pass it on to a friend. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.